All right, looking forward to tomorrow night at Viejas. And again, if you don't have tickets yet, great opportunity to support San Diego State. Second to last home game of the year, which is incredible. It's Friday night, weekend night, 8 p.m. Tickets are available at goaztecs.com. It's Friday night against San Jose State, then senior night against Fresno State next week at Viejas Arena. That's it for home games for San Diego State here in 2022. Let's catch up with Trey Pulliam, the Aztecs senior starting point guard. Always great to have Trey with us here, John and Jim. Extra 1360. Trey, first of all, thanks for hopping on today. We appreciate it.
Yes, sir. Thank y'all for having me.
So I want to start with Tuesday night and obviously that disappointment. And you guys have had this a couple times this year. The loss to Boise at Viejas, the controversial ending at Colorado State, then Tuesday night against Boise State. How hard is it to bounce back after something like that? And how do you stay mentally focused and get ready for the next game?
I think the biggest thing is just just knowing how to move on from the last game. We played hard, made a lot of winning plays. At the end of the day, we're just feeding off the energy of how hard we played, and just we're not taking more victories, but at the same time, we're just trying to move on positively, take the positive stuff from it. Our offense is coming around now, so really just staying locked in and just trying to keep the vibe good and just continue to just keep fighting.
Do you, after what happened with Matt missing those 2 free throws, like without Matt, you guys aren't where you are. He's been one of your best players, lead the team in scoring. After that happens, do you guys talk, or is it kind of one of those things where no words need to be said? We know how he feels.
Yeah, like you said, Matt's been great for us. He's been putting the team on his back in a lot of games and stuff like that. So, we just let him know that, you know what I'm saying, we're not mad at him, nothing like that. Things like that happen. But, the thing about Matt, he's tough. We know what he's about, so we know he's going to bounce back and, you know what I'm saying, move on. Like we were just talking about, we just move on to the next game. We can't do nothing about it. So, I know he wants that one back, but, we definitely support him always, and we got his back. So, we just let him know that we're here for him. We still trust in him. We still see the same stuff from him and expect the same stuff. So, that's really it.
Aztecs starting point guard Trey Pulliam with us right now, John and Jim. Again, the Aztecs and Spartans tomorrow night at 8. Pregame coverage at 7:30. Tickets available at goaztecs.com. Trey, what's it like as a player when you pick up 2 quick fouls? Because that's something that happened to you Tuesday night. But then it must feel good to get the trust of the coaching staff because you played a little bit there, even with the 2 fouls in the first half.
Yeah. It's definitely hard as a player to get in the rhythm and stay warm and stuff like that. Definitely for me, I like to kind of stay in the game and just kind of let the game come to me, fill out the flow of the game. So it's definitely hard to get into a flow and keep your body engaged in it. But, the easiest thing, the thing that makes it easier is just trying to stay mentally engaged in the game, talking to the guys, keep everybody into it, and just try to keep your energy good, not really focus on yourself.
Going into tomorrow night's game, I'm sure you know you guys are a bubble team. We talk about the metrics all the time. I know Dave Velasquez, your assistant coach, was on with Darren yesterday talking about net rankings, and I know you as players just go out there and play. But do you guys maybe go into tomorrow night's game thinking, okay, not only do we need to just win this game, we need to win this game big?
We definitely know about the metrics and stuff like that. We talk about it as a team, but in the big scheme of things, we're just trying to focus on take these next 4 games, 1 game at a time, and just come out with a W, and then just let everything else play out itself. We're just trying to control what we can control, and right now we're just trying to focus on winning.
Trey, we were just talking about this off air, and we're like, we should just ask Trey. Where did your floater game come from? Like, how long has that been a big part of your repertoire?
Ever since I can remember, to be honest with you. I always played up with older people. I got an older brother who's about like 3.5 years older than me, so I always grew up playing with him and his friends, stuff like that. So, that was just a way for me to get a shot off, get my shot off with, you know what I'm saying, playing against bigger guys, older guys, faster guys, more physical guys. So it's always just been a good shot that I can get to. If I can't get to the rim, I can always just pull up and just hit my little floater, and it's quick. I can get it off quick. So it's always been a successful shot for me.
Do you feel like you're playing some of your best basketball right now?
Definitely. I always feel like at the end of the year, not just myself, but the team just plays better just because we've been playing with each other for almost a whole season now. We get used to each other, and everything just flows a lot better.
Can you build off, like you said, you're in the business of there's no moral victories at San Diego State. Your record at San Diego State is something ridiculous. It's remarkable, you personally in your 3 years. But can you build off the second half against Boise State specifically? Because you shot like 50-something%. You held them to 20-something% shooting. It felt like it was one of the best halves of the season for your team. You just happened to lose the game by a point.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, wait, can you repeat that one more time?
Just is it something to build off that second half against Boise, even though you lost the game, as good as you guys were playing?
Yeah, definitely. That's what I was trying to touch on earlier. Just that, I mean, when you finish a game like that and it's just a tough, gritty loss, like how we came out and finished, I mean, you can always build on that. I mean, it's different when you losing a game like that and losing by 20. Like, I mean, we making the right plays, winning plays. I mean, we playing good basketball. We just didn't come out in the end that we wanted to. So we definitely could build on that and just go from there.
Do you spend any time? I spend all my time doing this. You guys probably spend none of it. Do you like
so much time on
this? Do you look
Trey.
at ESPN.com? Joe Lenardi says this, or this person at CBS says this, or this bracketologist says that. Are you guys curious with that stuff, or did you try to avoid it because you know that at the end of the day, all that matters is you need to win these games regardless?
Yeah, me personally, I don't really pay attention to it. I try to stay off the media as much as I can during the season, just to stay locked in and focused on what me and the team got going on, what the coaches say, and try to stay in our little bubble and not really worry too much about what goes on outside of that.
It's probably pretty smart.
I
should probably stay off media as well.
Unfortunately, we're in the media, so we have to kind of stay on
exactly.
It's hard to today, but I try to as much as I can.
Yeah, I'm with you. I'm with you. Trey, thank you. Good luck tomorrow night against San Jose State. Again, a big game, 8 o'clock. Tickets at goaztecs.com. And we wish you the very best here in the Final Four regular season games and heading into the Mountain West tournament as well. So thank you.
Yes, sir. I appreciate y'all for having me.
All right. Thanks, Trey, man.